So Derryn, can you truly just take it on the chin?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not playing a game. I feel very positive about it all. I know it sounds sounds corny. People say, "Oh, I'm gonna beat this," but I feel pretty good about it. And the thing now is I'll wait now until Friday, and I see Bob Jones on Friday, and we make all the decisions then.
But the prospect of only 5 years ahead?
Well, some people don't even have that. I'll just some people don't have 5 years. I must admit I did get the calculator out and work out how many days it is. I've forgotten now, but it wasn't that many. But we'll see. We'll see.
How do you think some of your detractors might feel when you make this announcement? People like Mick Gatto.
Frankly, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what they think. I don't at all. You know. I mean, there'll be some who would dance on my grave. I really don't matter.
Well, Tony, I know you'd agree with me.
Hang on, he hasn't hit record yet, has he? Yeah,
he has.
You always jump the gun, Dennis.
No.
Even before he's pushed the button, you.
At least I understand that what cues are all about. Cue to go on, and we're on now.
Near cue or the other one?
And actually, we could you and I could do a double act, couldn't we? In place of Derryn. Now listen, speaking of
that, no one can replace Derryn. Come on.
It's been a fantastic year, Derryn, and one thing that since I've known you, first met you, and it's always about me, isn't it? 1978, and no matter what is put in front of Derryn, he just jumps over it and away he goes. And you've had, particularly towards the end of the year, a tough year, Derryn. But I tell you what, you just broke through, and you will continue to break through. Listen, thanks, as far as I'm concerned, thank you for being a wonderful friend and a colleague here at 3AW. Have a great break, and then you'll come back bouncing next year.
It's my turn now, is it?
It's all yours.
Well, I mean, I've told Derryn many times that the reason I'm in radio is because I used to listen to Derryn when I used to go to uni, and it's great working with you, Derryn, and I hope you have a really good break, and I hope you come back after your break raring to go, and I hope you enjoy the time off, and everything works out really well. It's once again been an absolute delight and pleasure to have spent the year working with you, and
in a blokey way, we love you.
But they say behind every great man there's a great woman. In Derryn's case, the great woman is myself, Shannon and Larissa. I'd be the great woman's long legs. Shannon would be definitely the fingernails, and Larissa the eyelashes.
I'm not sure how I feel about being the fingernails.
You can choose whatever body part you want.
Okay.
There's still plenty left. Things to say about Derryn. Derryn is one thing I've noticed working with Derryn is that he's partially deaf. If Shannon or Larissa say to Derryn, we've got a big top secret, we've got some big top secret news for you, but you're not allowed to say it on air. Derryn never hears that bit about not saying it on air. It's like the dog in The Simpsons. Derryn just hears blah 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 blah. And
I'd have to say that's true, actually, because it's almost like red rag to a bull. If I do say don't say this on air, he is more than likely going to say it on air, which I've come to know that actually anything that comes out of my mouth generally ends up on air in some capacity. But I think that's really true for all of us. I think he's like a sponge. Anything you tell him goes in up here and it will come out at some other time, which is a little bit frightening sometimes.
Except for the bit about don't say this on air.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah. I always know that...
That's out the other ear.
Yeah, that's never going to be listened to. So, yes, it's always an interesting time with Derryn. But you wouldn't know from looking at him or working with him on a daily basis that he is unwell. I mean, I think you guys probably would agree with that. He is so positive. He's got the best attitude at the moment, and sometimes I find that I forget that he is unwell until someone comes up to him and asks the question, "How are you feeling, Derryn?" And he says that he forgets too, and sometimes he feels a bit like a fraud because he feels so well, which is fantastic, and he's such a pleasure to work with, and it's I think we're probably all would agree that in this industry it's pretty hard to find someone who is genuine and friendly, who you can have a great time with on and off air. and yeah, I think it's really difficult, but I think Derryn is yeah, an amazing person. I probably should let someone else talk. I'm talking a lot.
Derryn's definitely an inspiration. If I ever get crook, then I think I'll act the same. The way Derryn is just so positive all the time.
I think it'd be very easy and tempting to sort of curl up in a ball with the news that you're quite sick and you need a transplant. But Derryn's just gone, you know, the complete opposite of that, and is trying to do something positive with it, which I think somebody in his position, that there's no better person to do something positive with it, to sort of raise awareness for organ donations and giving blood, or, you know, just being healthy, or, you know, keeping your health in check. You know, he has the position to reach a lot of people and raise awareness about these sorts of things. So it's wonderful that that's what he's doing with it, rather than, you know, I guess not wanting to be public about it, or, you know, curl up in a ball. He's actually doing something positive and will hopefully help a lot of other people.